What's up, y'all? It's Coach Ma here for 1% Basketball Training. As you could tell, I'm wearing some 1% merch right here. Have these in stock. If you want some, please DM me or hit me up in the link below. Today, I just want to talk about why you can't run from the grind. I mean, I want to start off with a story about how me not making the varsity team sparked a 1,000 point score. So, my freshman year, I moved from an urban area to a suburban area out in central Jersey. And, nobody know me, and it's a lot of systems in place that for players who've been in that system usually have first dibs on moving up a varsity and getting to those goals quicker. So coming as a freshman, I was scrawny. I weighed about, I want to say 110, 120. Didn't really have the physical physique, wasn't really athletic, just really had a skill set, but wasn't really polished, but aggressive. I was aggressive as an offensive player, right? So, me moving in, I remember summer, had a big summer, played at a local recreation center, really was going out every play that was pretty much at the school already. And, people started talking, oh, it's a new kid. He's coming in. He's pretty good at basketball. They should definitely be coming in here and making varsity. So I'm hearing all this noise before I even touched the school building. Because I took my talents to this recreation center, made sure that everybody knew who I was, competed at a high level. And people went to go back and tell the news to everyone that was in the school. So at that point, I'm doing my thing, pick up, pretty much going at everyone, getting good results. So at that point, I'm thinking I'm the man already. And the reason, backstory, the reason I chose this school because I saw their record, I saw their team before I moved there. I'm like, I could definitely go to that school and help them out. I'm like, without a doubt, go there, be the man. So my expectation was really high. My first instance of being humble was I tried out for the fall league team, varsity. It was only for varsity players. They wanted to have a fall league to make sure that the guys stay in shape. People who are locked in basketball can have outlet for fall. Went to a tryout. Had the AD, Mr. Check, his name was, greatest guy ever. Even though I didn't make the team, he cut me because he just told me he didn't feel like I was ready. I cried a little bit that night because it was the first time me getting cut from a team, and it hurt me bad. It was, if I could remember that feeling the first time getting cut, I went home, cried my eyes out because it was like not being good enough. In the coach's eyes, it hurts. Fast forward, still in the gym, still waiting for my turn. Ended up making the freshman team and having a great freshman year. Was able to bump up to JV. So now by mid year, I'm playing freshman JV. So I'm like, okay, freshman JV. By next year, I should definitely be on varsity my sophomore year because I already made that jump to JV as a freshman. So I was thinking JV varsity next year. So sophomore year comes, and that's when things started to get tricky at this school because I was playing well on JV. One, the best players, if top, definitely top two best players on that team consistently, but I wasn't on varsity. Right? It didn't make sense. I'm hearing people on the team, the varsity team, like, yo, Mont, coach should put you on the team, the varsity team. You should be up here with us. You should be on JV. I'm here from the fans. Yo, why they got Lamont on JV? He's one of the best players. People around the school talking. I got my people at my family at home. They're saying I shouldn't be on JV as well. So now in my head, I'm thinking, why I'm on JV? So a lot of frustration came. You know, it came to the point where we was going to transfer. I was going to transfer to a different school, a private school up north, about 40 minutes from where I live, because I wanted the opportunity to be a, be on varsity. So I was willing to go to a private school and get that instant varsity start because my brothers went to this private school before. My sister attended. They all played basketball, so you know we was known in that private school. I had seniority at that point, and I was guaranteed a varsity spot. So it got to the point where I actually I remember I tweeted on my Twitter at the time. I tweeted the school's name was St. Mary's. It shut down in Elizabeth, New Jersey. I just tweeted St. Mary's because I was gonna make that decision. So then after that, I'm getting phone calls from my coaches. I'm getting text messages from other people. I'm getting DMs from people that live around the town like, don't leave, please don't. Just stick it out. You know, my coach talking about, oh, it's gonna be better next year for your junior year, this and that. So I decided to end up staying because in my heart I wanted to create my own legacy. I didn't want to leave behind my, you know, my older brothers and my sister's legacy. I didn't want to go there and be, oh, that's that's the younger brother to such and such. So I chose to stay, make my own route, take my own legacy, you know, take my own route. I mean, and to this day, people who tell me that wasn't the best option. So I mean, I hear it all the time, but for me, it was what it was. I wasn't going there and, you know, being that person's little brother. So fast forward to my junior summer, going to my junior year. I'm talking. This summer was big for me. That was my revenge tour. I mean, I knew I should have been on varsity my sophomore year, but the opportunity wasn't given to me. So what I did was I went in the gym and I locked in. I'm talking about I took weight room serious. I started taking my basketball shooting drills serious, my finishing drills serious, my routine. And it was such a chip on my shoulder to prove so many people wrong that it led to me going into my junior year more prepared, more aggressive, taking initiative on the court. And from there, having that big summer and choosing to stay instead of leaving and really working my way up, I was able to actually average the most in the conference and points per game as well as 3 pointers made per game for the season. So coming in my junior year, averaged about 17 points, 17.6, I'm not mistaken. Came off, I think I scored about 400 and something total points. And being the man I was, I'm like, yo, it's go time, right? I was like, it's no more time. I don't want no one to ever second guess me being the varsity player. And that was my mindset the whole junior year. I even had times of just like this is me, right? This is my team. Had that chip on my shoulder, and it led me to be one of the best players that year in the whole conference and get acknowledgement. So after coming off a big junior year, I returned to the same school, you know, trying to create my legacy. I didn't know it was going to lead me to the craziest senior I ever had in my life, the craziest season I had in my life. Personally, I mean, we wasn't that good as a team, but individually, what I did that year was amazing. I mean, to come back my senior year, now I'm still in the weight room in the summertime, I'm still getting shots up. I'm taking my routine serious. I'm playing AAU. I'm making sure that I'm staying in basketball shape. Coming into my senior year, it was really my team. It was all on me to get our teams the wins and the losses. So just coming to that role, it was a big role. And one thing I could say, if I could go back, I would have been a better leader vocally. I mean, I led by example, but it was a public school. Everyone didn't want to go to college for basketball, and it showed. So if I were the man I am now, and I would have known what I know now, I would have led better. I would have told people like, let's get in the gym. I would have been that bad guy in order to win, right? I wasn't willing to be that bad guy in order to win because I wanted my friends to like me. I wanted people to like me. Now I'll go back and this confidence I have and this maturity and this will to win I have, I would have been willing to step into that villain phase just so we can ensure that we can win and really produce something as a team. But you know you can't reverse the past, so Fast forward, I'm seeing now my team, and the season I had, I mean, was amazing individually. Came off a 23-point game season, averaged the most points in the conference again, as well as averaged the most 3 pointers per game and some total of 3 points in the conference. Ended up scoring about 600 points to attain that 1,000 points within 2 years. So if I were to move and run from the work and get that instant gratification, I would never been 1,000 point scorer in 2 years. I would never have my name on the school's banner, which will last a lifetime. And every time people go there, they will see my name up there. So to say this, if you having a hard time right now, you're not getting the playing time you need, you're not getting the acknowledgement that you need, just anything that you need from this coach, right? If you do a deep dive and check off the list, if you're doing everything right, let's say you're doing everything right and you're checking it off the list and the coach just probably don't appreciate you, that might be sometime give you some room to, up and leave and transfer it to a better situation. But for me personally, I just wanted to prove people wrong. And I wanted to do that by staying loyal. I want to do that by creating my own legacy and just really not running from a coach not appreciating me. I mean, it taught me how to be determined. It taught me how to have a chip on my shoulder. It taught me how to work for something. So anytime you face a little adversity in life, don't just up and leave all the time. Try to figure it out, climb that mountain, and come out a little stronger on the other side of it, right? Yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Just a brief synopsis of my story. If you do enjoy this, please like and subscribe, as well as comment below. And I want to start posting every week. I'm going to get better at this for you guys. I'm going to keep giving you guys some tips and making sure that you have a mentor that you might not have in person. You can always come to me for a mentor. All right? And remember, the goal is always to get 1% better each day.